Namaste. Do you come across those days when you're looking for some focused, well structured yoga flows for each day of the week? Well, keeping this in mind, SRMD Yoga has come out with a daily workout handbook, specially handcrafted with 7 unique yoga flows, focusing on different parts of the body, which you can easily follow each day of the week, benefiting all levels of practitioners. So today, let's together experience the hip focus. Hip openers open and loosen the joints and muscles around that area. They also help at an emotional level to reduce stress and anxiety. Energetically, hips are associated with creative center in the body. Thus opening them promotes innovation and inspiration. Seeing the various benefits, let's plunge straight into today's hip focus flow. A small note of caution. If you've recently faced some injury or you have any specific medical issue, if you're above 70 years or if you're pregnant, please take personal guidance from your doctor before following the flow. So let's start by seating in a comfortable posture, making sure our spine is erect. Gently roll your shoulders few times to open up your chest. Let's create that extra space for oxygen to energize you. Bring your hands into Namaskar at your chest, and once you're ready, let's close your eyes. Few deep inhalation, exhalation breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's totally disconnect with the outer world and make the most of this session. Together, let's chant the universal mantra of Om, followed by the starting prayer. Deep breath in, and while exhaling, let's chant together. सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधितमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति शांति शांति. Once you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Let's start with some warm-ups. Opening the book. Come into tabletop position. We will start by lifting the right knee such that the thigh is parallel to the mat, and with exhalation, slowly bringing it back down. Hands and shoulder are in one line. Inhale while taking it up. Exhale while taking the legs down. Take leg as high as possible. We are opening the hip joint like we are opening a book. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We'll repeat the same on left leg. 1, 2. Inhale up, exhale down. We can already feel the hip joint opening. 5, 6, 7, Let's stand up for some deep squats to open up further and warm the body. Feet parallel, knees aligned over the feet, chest open. 7 counts. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Try to go a little deeper to strengthen your muscles. Very good. You will now start feeling your lower body. 6, 7. To sweat it further, let's start with some kickboxing. Hands in fist and front of the chest. Kick right leg as high as possible. 4, 5, 6, 7. Opposite leg. Legs completely active, core engaged. Inhale, exhale. 5, 6, 7. You started feeling the heat already. Let's start with some hip rotations. Feet hip distance apart, hands on waist. Rotate hips in a circle. Lubricating the joints before any form of physical exercise is must to avoid any injury. Slow, coordinated, complete circle. Inhale while going behind and exhale while coming in front. Big, complete circles. Let's enjoy these moments with a smile. After 7 clockwise movements, let's do anti-clockwise. Inhale while going back, exhale while coming in front. Inhale and exhale. Slow, coordinated, complete circles. After 7 counts, let's do some leg raises to overcome the remaining stiffness in the hip joints. Lift your right leg such that the right knee touches the elbow. Hands interlock behind and we are bending from the torso. Swift coordinated movements, 7 counts on each side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Maintain your balance by staying well grounded by the other leg. After initial warming up of the body, it's time for some Surya Namaskars, the traditional complete body workout in itself. Come to the front of the mat, inhale into Samasthiti and exhale into Pranayam with Namaskar Mudra. Inhale Hastottasana with a gentle back bend and exhale bending forward into Padastasana. Inhale taking right leg back into Ashwasanchalan Asana. Exhale into Falak Asana, keeping the core engaged. Inhale, knees on the floor. Exhale, chest chin on the mat with Ashtang Namaskar. Inhale into Bhujangasana, keeping your chest open and raised. Exhale into Parvatasana with feet together, palms firmly grounded on the mat, making an inverted V. Take a few breaths here. Inhale and exhale. And once you're ready, inhale and go into Ashwasanchalanasana, taking your right leg forward, keeping your chest completely open. Exhale into Padastasana, extended from the hip joint and bending forward. Inhale is to Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale into Pranam Asana, keeping knees straight. We repeat the same cycle on the left side, which is essential for balancing. Inhale into Upward Salute, feeling well grounded to the mat. Exhale into intense forward fold. Breath is one of the best energizers. Inhale, equestrian pose, taking your left leg back. Exhale into plank pose, heels pushed back. Inhale and exhale into 8 limb salutation. Inhale into cobra pose. Exhale into mountain pose. Stay few breaths here and energize yourselves with these breaths. And once you're ready, inhale again, taking your left leg forward into equestrian pose. Exhale into intense forward fold. Inhale into upward salute and exhale back to prayer pose. We will repeat the entire cycle on both sides for round 2. At this stage, you must be feeling completely warmed up. Sweat is a good sign. It throws away the toxins. Inhale and exhale into Pranayam Asana. Inhale, backward bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ashwasanchalan Asana, keeping your chest wide open. Exhale into Falakasana. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale into Parvatasana. Take few breaths here, energize yourself. Prepare yourself for Ashwasanchalan Asana. Your back knee is touching on the ground. Exhale, inhale, and back to Pranayam Asana. Onto the left side. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ashwasanchalanasana, taking your left leg back. Exhale into Falakasana. Cores are engaged. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, Bhujang. Exhale, Parvatasana, a complete V. Take few breaths here. Taking the same leg forward into Ashwasanchalan Asana. Exhale, inhale, and back to Pranayam Asana. Let's prepare ourselves to the third and final round. Rotating your shoulders back, opening up your chest. Activating your hands completely. Once again, inhale, exhale into Pranayam Asana. Inhale, backward bend. Exhale completely into forward fold. Inhale, Ashwasanchalanasana, taking your right leg back. Exhale into Falakasana, core completely engaged. Inhale, exhale, Ashtang Namaskar. Bhujang. Exhale into Parvatasana. Few breaths again here, preparing ourselves for Ashwasanchalanasana. Exhale. Inhale and back to Pranayam Asana. Onto the left side. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ashwasanchalanasana, taking your left leg back. Exhale into Falakasana. Cores are engaged. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, Bhujang. Exhale, Parvatasana, a complete V. Take few breaths here. Taking the same leg forward into Ashwasanchalanasana. Exhale, inhale, and back to Pranayama. Now we are completely warmed up and ready. After 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, let's take a moment to come back to ourselves. We are 1/3 into our session now. Let's take a moment to align ourselves to the goal. Stay with this awareness. Now, with the body feeling nice and warm, more energetic, let's start with some standing asanas. Let's start with Utkat Konasana or goddess pose. Stand with 3.5 feet distance with feet 45 degrees pointing outwards. Inhale and join your hands above. With exhalation, slowly sink your hips down till you feel your thighs. Navel tucked and upwards. Spine as erect as possible and elongated. Normal Ujjayi breaths and stay as long as you can. After few breaths, slowly come up. Stretch your legs further to 4 feet apart into Prasarita Padottanasana or the wide-legged forward fold. Knees straight. Grab your waist. Inhale. And with exhalation, extend as much as possible with your lower spine. Pull yourselves out of your comfort zone. Inhale. And slowly release your palms on the floor. With exhalation, try to bring your crown of your head as close to the mat as possible. Stay here for a few breaths. Release your hands and get them back to your waist and slowly come up. Let's explore Baddha Veerbhadrasana or the humble warrior. Bring your left foot out facing forward. Join your hands behind your back and interlock your fingers. Bend the left leg into 90 degrees into Veerbhadrasana and fold forward. Lifting the hands behind you as far as possible. Back leg is firmly grounded. Torso and spine is in one line. We will repeat the same on the other side. Inhale and with exhalation come into Veerbhadrasana. Inhale and with exhalation go forward. Come back again with your feet closer. And slowly, with exhalation, sit in Malasana or the garland pose. This is a grounding pose and a great hip opener again. Hands in Namaskar position with elbows slowly pushing your knees away, giving further stretch. Chest wide open. Few normal Ujjayi breaths. Staying in the pose longer will give you better results. We will prepare ourselves for Ek Pad Adho Mukha Svanasana or the one-legged downward facing dog. Transiting from tabletop position to Adho Mukha Svanasana, try to bring your heels down. Stretch those hamstrings. And once you're ready, your hands are completely active. Lift your right leg as high as possible. Then slowly bend and stretch it over to the left side to open up the side body. Stay here for few breaths before we repeat the same on the other side. Feel the connectivity right from the fingers to the toes with hands, core, legs all activated. Stay in this position for few breaths before coming back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Repeat the same on the other side. Feel the connectivity right from the fingers to the toes with hands, core, legs all activated. Stay in this position for few breaths before coming back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a few breaths and with inhalation breath, take your right leg between your both hands for Anjaneyasana or the crescent moon pose. Back leg is extended, activated with knees touching the mat, back arched and chest open. Hands in Namaskar position with few normal Ujjayi breaths, and stay in the pose. Every time we move back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, let's take a moment to center ourselves, activate those hamstrings further, and then slowly move on to the other sides. Left leg comes between the hands, toes are stretched out. Feel the opening of the hip joints and the backward bend. We move slowly back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, going into deeper asana known as Uttan Prasthasana or the lizard pose. Here again, we will bring the right leg forward. This time, the forearms will be touching the mat and the knees will be completely off the ground. Toes are tucked in. Normal breath and stay as long as possible. Slowly return back to Adho Mukha Svanasana before repeating the same on the other side. This asana might get a little challenging for the beginners, but with practice, this will become easy. Back straight, drishti in forward, normal Ujjayi breaths. After few breaths, come back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. To challenge ourselves further, let's flow from Adho into Ek Padaraj Kapotasana or the one-legged pigeon pose. Once again, a great hip opener. The right leg is folded in front of us and the left leg is straight. Slowly push the ground away from the hands and straighten your back. Inhale, and with exhalation, slowly extend forward and lie down with our hands stretched. Relax here for few breaths. Feel the hip joints, the groins, the hamstrings opening up. It's a great relaxing pose for your hip joints. Few inhalation, exhalation breaths. Once you're ready, come up and straighten your back. Stay for few breaths before we move on to Adho Mukha Svanasana to open our hamstring and release the lower back before going to the other side. Extend your back here. And with exhalation breath, slowly move forward and lie down with hands stretched. Once again, relax here with few inhalation, exhalation breaths. Yoga is all about staying in the pose. The benefits will increase exponentially if you stay longer into the pose. Slowly come up. And sit into Sukhasana. Lift one leg and carry the same between the interlock fingers for Hindolasana, the baby cradle pose. Rock your baby in the cradle. Few inhalation exhalation breaths and slowly increase the motion to open up your hips further. Keep the back straight and steady. We will repeat the same with the opposite leg. Pull the shin bone higher for deeper hip stretch. Follow a complete range of movements. Enjoy cradling your baby. Normal inhalation exhalation breaths. After a few breaths, release, and we will move on to another great hip opener, the Baddha Konasana, or commonly known as the butterfly pose. Bend both legs with soles of the feet touching together. Spine is erect and elongated. Inner thighs activated and pushed towards the mat. Inhale to elongate your spine, and with exhalation, extend forward and bring the forehead closer to the ground. Stay here for few breaths. Try your best. It's fine if you cannot touch the floor. Continue with normal Ujjayi breaths. Let the breath open up the muscles around the hip joints. After a few breaths, slowly come up. We will try another variation here by opening the sole of the feet like we are opening a book. Inhale and extend the spine, and with exhalation, slowly go down and try to touch your forehead to the mat. Stay here for few breaths and experience the effect it has on the hip joints. Once you're ready, with inhalation breath, come up and let's stretch our legs out in Upavishta Konasana A. Extend from the lower spine. Engage the kneecaps to activate the legs. Feet are flexed with 3 to 4 feet distance apart. Inhale and grab the big toe with index and middle fingers. With exhalation, slowly stretch forward and try to touch your forehead to the ground. Stay here for few breaths. Slowly come back into butterfly pose or a Baddha Konasana. Let's move on to Agni Stambhasana or the fire log pose, where one leg is stacked over the other. Shin is away from the body. Push the mat further to elongate the spine. Ankle and knee are in one line. Inhale and extend the spine. Exhale, stay in the pose. After a few normal Ujjayi breaths, let's repeat the same on the other side by changing the position of the leg. Both the legs are completely stacked over each other. After doing a range of hip openers, now our body is ready for Padmasana or the lotus pose. Those having knee issues can stay into Ardha Padmasana. Now slowly bend one leg at a time and place your feet closer to the hip joint. over the thigh. Neck is elongated, chin relaxed, spine is erect and elongated. Hands in Chun Mudra on the knees facing up. Inhale and exhale. And once you are settled into the pose, slowly close your eyes and relax, allowing the body and the mind settle in the pose. Let's come back to ourselves. We are 2/3 into the session now. Let's take a moment again to align ourselves to the purpose and release all the stress, tension we are holding on to. Slowly, we will switch legs and do Padmasana on the other side. Normal Ujjayi breaths. Relax. After exploring various standing and sitting hip openers, let us explore some reclined asanas which are equally helpful in opening hip joint. Lie down on your back and raise your leg into Supta Padangusthasana. You can even use a belt or dupatta to facilitate this movement. Hips are squared, grounded. Bottom leg is grounded well. Foot is flexed. Breathe in the asana to relax the hamstrings. Slowly drop the leg to the right side and stretch your left hand out. Look at the left side. Breathe in the asana further to release those hamstrings and the stiff hip joints. Slowly raise your leg back and we repeat the same on the other side. Keep knees as straight as possible. And feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Drop the left leg on the left side and drashti towards the right side. Release the legs. Once again, take your right leg. Clasp your big toes with your fingers to raise your leg into Supta Padangusthasana A. Try avoid bending your knees so that you feel the stretch in the hamstrings. After a few breaths, you can drop the leg on the right side into Supta Padangusthasana B. The left leg at the same time is well grounded with the foot flexed. The hips are squared and firmly grounded and drashti is on the opposite side. After a few breaths, staying into the asana, slowly raise your right leg and drop it on the opposite side for Supta Padangusthasana C. Drashti is on the right side and the lower leg is yet firmly grounded to the floor. Breathe into this asana to feel the complete stretch and relaxation in hamstrings. After a few breaths, repeat the same cycle with the opposite leg. Starting with Supta Padangusthasana A, raising the leg straight. This asana can be practiced throughout the day whenever you have time or whenever you feel your hips are stiff. After a few breaths, dropping the leg on the same side. And after a few breaths, taking the leg on the opposite side. A very effective asana to release the tight hamstrings. Few minutes in this asana will show immediate effects. After Supta Padangusthasana, let us explore Supta Kapotasana or the reclined pigeon pose. Bend your right leg and bring it towards the body. Place it over the left knee and grab the left knee from outside with interlocked fingers and pull the knee towards you. Ankle will be against the opposite knee. Pull legs closer to the chest and lift the head towards your leg to experience deeper stretch in hamstrings. Slowly release. Stay in this asana for few breaths to experience the stretch. Slowly release and repeat the same on the other side. It enhances the blood flow in the lower body, releasing the tension and pain in the hip joints. We will repeat Supta Kapotasana for the second time. But this time, instead of grabbing your bent leg from outside, we will grab it from inside to explore that if we experience a deeper stretch. Breathe in the asana as it will allow us to stay longer into the pose and help body to better relax in these stretches. Slowly, once you're ready, let's move into Ek Pad Pavan Muktasana. One-legged wind releasing pose. Bend one leg and bring it as close to the chest as possible. Interlock your hands and hold the shin area. The bottom leg is straight and grounded. Lift your head to touch the knees to experience a deeper stretch. After a few breaths, release and repeat on the other leg. Ek Pad Pavan Muktasana helps massage the abdominal organs and helps removing the gas from the body. We we will close today's session with Supta Baddha Konasana, or the reclined bound angle pose, which is also commonly known as sleeping butterfly pose. Fold both your legs with soles of feet touching each other. Allow hips to sink into the mat. Head and shoulders relaxed. Eyes closed. Relax the mind and just let go. Inhale and exhale. Slow and deep inhalation, exhalation. Scan through the body mentally once. Conscious deep exhalation on areas of the body which requires more care. Let the breath rejuvenate your body. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. With every breath, feel your body evaporating. With every breath, feel your body becoming lighter and lighter. Enjoy these moments with yourself. Once you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, slowly bring the knees together and turn towards your right side. Take a moment here. Using the support of your hands, sit up in Sukhasana. We will close with a prayer. Bring your hands in Namaskar position. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit dukha bhag bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slowly, once you're ready, rub both your hands and massage your face in upward direction, giving it the love and care. Open your eyes facing the palms. Namaste.